Rise and shine, it's Sunday.
Oh.
Did you forget? Have a bad night?
Yes. I dreamt about you. You were a big fish. You swallowed me, which wouldn't have been too bad, except that I sat in your stomach for days waiting for you to swallow something else so I could eat.
Did I?
No. You were full.
What does it mean, do you think?
I'm hungry.
I brought you your breakfast.
What are you trying to do? Starve me into submission?
We bring you what we can.
One small slice of bread a day is not enough. I want eggs, coffee, bacon. Why don't you kill one of your silly pigs? The alligators around here seem very well fed.
That's just it. They get to the pigs before we can.
What did Robinson Crusoe do, for God's sake? Aren't there any coconuts around here?
This is hardly a desert island.
Then go to England, why don't you, and buy some damn food?
You think too much of the world, Isaac.
Good.
A week without food does wonders for the lonely heart.
It's too early in the morning for any of this. What are you staring at?
Nothing.
Haven't you ever seen a man before?
Not a young one.
We're all essentially the same.
Papa never cried.
Nor do I.
Well, Morton does. He sits alone in his room sometimes, and he sobs like a little boy. I can hear him through the door.
You listen?
I think that he was in love with somebody she never knew he existed. That's why he's so unhappy.
Why doesn't he leave?
He's too loyal. In spite of what you may think, pirates are very loyal. Do you smoke?
Mm-mm.
Papa smoked pipes. Morton doesn't smoke at all.
You mean to tell me I'm only the third man you've ever met?
Do you collect things? Papa collected guns. Morton collects bird calls. He sits and he whistles for hours on end. But when he was a pirate, he collected heads. What do you collect?
Other people's money.
Do you keep it?
I try to. I never succeed.
Oh, well, then it doesn't count. What else?
I collect women.
Oh.
I don't keep them either. As a matter of fact, they keep me. Do you collect anything besides me?
Oh. I'm afraid my collection would seem very dull compared to yours.
Bugs.
No.
Buttons.
No.
Butterflies.
I collect eggs.
Breakfast eggs?
No. Snake and turtle and things like that.
Do you eat them?
That would ruin them.
Well, what do you do with them?
I keep them in a box in my room. I look at them every morning and I think of the babies within.
But they must be dead.
Don't be morbid, Isaac.
It's true!
Each one of those babies is preserved in the perfection of its creation.
You have a box of little coffins.
They are tiny monuments to life. If somebody finds them in 100 or 1,000 years, they will serve as proof that here indeed was life. What do you do for a living?
I cheat at cards.
Oh, are you any good?
When I'm sober.
How did you lose to Morton?
I wasn't sober.
You don't hold your liquor well.
Of course I do.
But not as well as Morton.
I had already consumed half a quart of whiskey before he began.
Papa could drink 2 quarts at one sitting with hardly any.
Well, I can too when I'm in the mood.
And last week...
I wasn't in the mood!
What about that smudge on your lip?
This is not a smudge. It happens to be highly fashionable. Most women in the real world find it attractive.
Have you known many women?
Many.
Very many?
Many, many.
Did you love them all?
Not one.
I've never been in love. I don't know where to begin.
Well, you don't begin by chaining people up. You meet them. And then you fall in love.
Who goes first?
It's not a game of checkers, it just happens.
How?
Well, you meet a woman or a man, and you find out you have a lot in common.
Do we?
Undo this chain and let me show you. Then you start thinking about this other person day and night.
Have you thought about me?
Constantly. Next, you become aware of certain aspects of this other person which you find compelling. You spend as much time as you possibly can together. You quarrel. You make up. You get sick of each other, and that's that.
What stops someone from loving?
Obstacles.
Like that smudge on your
Good God.
Oh, what?
How do you expect me to fall in love when you treat me like a piece of property? I'm not one of your eggs, you know. I mean, look around you. This is in the Middle Ages we're in. You don't lock people up. You treat them like human beings. But this is a minor point compared with whom I am expected to fall in love with.
Me?
Yes, you. Speaking of Middle Ages, you must be approaching your 12th century. And on top of that, you're not even pretty.
I'm not.
No. You're not ugly. You're just not pretty.
I didn't know.
Oh, God.
It's just, I want it to look so nice for you. But I don't even know what pretty is.
You're very pretty when you cry.
No, I'm not.
Here, look at this. Look.
How do you wiggle your ears like that?
God-given talent.
I'm into it.
No, only me. Eliza! Look, Eliza! Look, there's a little man in there. Eliza, can I come out and play?
Stop.
He wants you to let him out.
There's no little man.
There
in
is
there.
too. Eliza, help! Hey, look, he wants you to get. He wants to get out.
Eliza, help! It's you. I see your lips moving.
Not at all. Eliza, let me out. I want to play with you. Eliza. Let him out, Eliza. Let him free.
You don't know what captivity is until you've lived on an island for 42 years. My father came here, he said, because he felt hemmed in by the insanity of population, and he wanted to give his family a taste of solitude. In the end, he defeated everything but death, and rather than wait in patient captivity, he embraced that enemy on the battlefield, and he won. I am your